Let's give it up for Mr. Pedro Martínez.
Yes, that deserves a hand clap. That deserves a hand clap today. Petey.
Thank you, boys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a guy out there in Detroit, lefty nasty, has a chance to do something that you were the last pitcher to do, and that's win back-to-back Cy Youngs. We also have a kid in Pittsburgh, Skeens, who's just filthy and dominant. Tell me your thoughts about Tariq and also what it was like and what it means to win back-to-back Cy Youngs. Because you felt you should have won MVP also. We talk about it all the time. But as a pitcher, your top spot really is Cy Young. But just dive into that a little bit, Pedro.
Well, I love everything he does. But the first thing that makes these kids special is determination. Both of them have it. They don't have the experience I probably had when I won my Cy Youngs, but they're getting it. And they're bullies, both of them. They attack the strike zone and they're not afraid. And they are starting to kind of build the plan that I learned how to, I built myself when I was in baseball. I had enough time to build my strategies against the league, against the hitters, against everybody, and pure stuff. They don't have to envy anything from anybody, but they are unique because they are starting to understand that they can be bullies. They are smart enough to understand the programs that they have to stay strong, to bring the best stuff out there every single day. And they also have a sense of security that you just don't see every day.
And what do you mean by that?
What confidence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They believe in what they can do, and they're starting to really get it. Because they're young enough to still make some mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But physically, they understand how to take care of their bodies. Skins, that's a program that's unlike
Crazy.
nobody.
Crazy.
Nobody does that. Mm-hmm. Only a big man like that has a program that he already figured out works for him. Mm-hmm. Tariq Skubal, his physical body is like a linebacker.
Yeah.
But yet he's flexible.
Yeah.
He spats the ball really well. He locates. He has the stuff. It's not in doubt. The stuff is there. But how he manipulates the ball, how he understands his body to do the things he does, to throw the changeup the way he does, is very unique. I don't know his program for sure, but I'm sure it's working. And if he continues to do that and stay strong and healthy, he's going to be a future Hall of Fame soon.
After Kershaw, you brought
Kershaw,
him up.
yeah.
He just reached 3,000 strikeouts. Congratulations, Clayton.
Big,
Great job.
milestone. See you in Cooperstown, Clayton.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is there anyone, those two I think have the best chance trajectory because they are able to go deep in games. Do you think if they're healthy, they get there? Two guys starting their career young, on track to get the 3K.
Oh, believe me, without a doubt. And I would love to see them get to Cooperstown. I'll be the first one with my pom-poms. Hey, boys, come in. Even though I'm going to be too old probably to be carrying pom-poms around. But I'll be extremely proud and happy to see those guys continue to be healthy. Like I'm seeing, I got to see Albert Pujols. Mm-hmm. I never thought Albert Pujols, who in my list, would be one of the top 3 players in the history of the game. Mm-hmm. And I think Albert Pujols is right there. I saw Vladdy, who I saw as a kid come up, and now is in the Hall of Fame. David Ortiz is in the Hall of Fame. Now I see Jose Ramirez.
Hey.
Jose Ramirez is going to be a Hall of Famer, and God bless him and keep him healthy. But I'm seeing Mookie Betts build a Hall of Fame career, and I'm getting to watch all that. Imagine Paul Skeens and Tariq Skubal. If they stay healthy, you know the amount of numbers those guys are going to put up. Yeah. Jacob deGrom.
Had he stayed healthy. Oh, my man.
And he can still do it. He's young enough to put up a couple of years where he can put up impressive numbers like Kershaw is doing. Yeah, it's taking him a while because he's not healthy. And as you age, you probably diminish your abilities to stay out there. But, man, I'm hoping that those guys continue to play and stay healthy for a little longer because they're going to put up the numbers. Mm-hmm. Wheeler, they're going up there.
But are the teams going to let them continue to go?
They have to. Those guys.
Wheeler got the complete game the other day.
For sure.
But, like, are you going to continue with Skeens and Skubal? Because we've seen where a lot of these teams will have their starters go 5 innings, 6 innings.
But I think you have to, and we'll let you take this, but I think you have to because they've proven the ability to pitch deep in games. It isn't the third time around their numbers go up. I think it's opposite with those guys. The third time around, now they're really confused. He got me out this way. He got me out that way. You look at the board, it's still 97, 98, 100. Like there's nothing lost. So I think you have to let them go.
We know that because we lived it because we had a starting staff
that they went if they weren't going 7 or 8
innings. You were expected to go 7 or 8 innings.
But the game has changed
with our starters. So that's why I say it because today in today's game, guys are going 5. And our thing as hitters, when we were playing, it was, our hitters meetings were like, we want that starting pitcher out by the 5th. We want to be in the bullpen by the 5th inning. Now, keep that dude in.
Keep that starter
with some of these bullpens, but. You look at some of these starters now; they get pulled out by the 5th inning, and
just on pitch count.
On pitch counts. So, to what you're saying, it makes total sense to where that's the eye test, right? To where a guy's still throwing 97, 98, he's still got control of the game, and the person that whenever Charlie would come out, he'd look at us because we'd be like, "Oh no, he's good, Charlie, he's good."
Yeah,
he's like right at Chooch. The catcher is going to be the person that will tell you whether they still got it or they don't.
Well, nowadays, everything is evolving. And now the teams have a full department of analytics.
Dedicated.
Dedicated to watch everything around.
Spin rate.
Sometimes it's not the baseball eye that's telling you, this guy has it. He can pull it off. He can navigate through this inning. It's the analytics departments that are forcing the managers to make decisions that they probably don't want to make.
Saw it in the World Series.
Yep.
Exactly. I'll be pissed.
Blake Snell.
Because I knew how to navigate through situations. But if the analytics department comes and tells the manager, hey, it's your job on the line. Take him out. Well, you're not going to lose your job.
Right.
That's what's happening with some of the managers that we have now in the big leagues. Back then, it was your own conscience, your baseball eyes, your experiences, the ones you have seen and you lived with your own experience that told you, Rhino it's not right. This lefty he's not looking at that guy the right way. He can't make contact. Well, that was the baseball eye back then. Nowadays, analytics department, artificial intelligence is telling everybody what to do. So the game is evolving that way, and it's unfortunate that they don't allow the baseball people to have, every once in a while, have those baseball eyes. Just Jimmy, you're taking good hacks at this lefty. Stay in there. Stay in there. Rhino, you're seeing him well. Stay in there. You're going to get him. It's unfortunate, but that's the way the game is evolving. And the worst thing is, it's a matter of interest. It's money. Why don't I let Wheeler go to the 7th inning. I want him there. For what? Postseason. More money. More opportunities. Well, I'm going to go with Wheeler. Well, we're not there yet. Mm-hmm. We need to get these wins in order for us to get to August and September in good position. But, I mean, everyone needs to probably make it personal. Like I've seen the problems in the bullpen in Philadelphia. You remember I snapped one time when we were doing the show?
Yeah, I do.
Said nobody's going to give you anything. You have to make it personal to look better, to do what you need to do. As a reliever, you need to have almost like a killing instinct. Mm-hmm. It's you personally against the hitter. Yeah. It's only 3 hitters that you're going to be facing, or maybe 1 hitter, and it has to be personal. Yeah, Rhino, you're good, but I got to go get you, man. I'm going to do whatever possible to get you. I only have this opportunity to get you. Some of us are looking back to see who's going to come and rescue us.
Who's coming in next, yeah.
Well, we had a thing. We were in Boston. We had the hitters meeting in Boston.
Yep.
And
that was a pretty good hitters meeting.
Shout out to our bullpen. What year? That was 07.
That was 07.
Shout out to our 07 bullpen guys. Mm-hmm. But we were having a hitters meeting, and our bullpen had blown a few games. And we said in our hitters meeting, it's like, hey, guys, no disrespect to our bullpen, but right now, we got to take the game out of their hands.
Yep.
And by doing that, we got to go score 5, 6, 7 runs a game.
Mm-hmm. Every night.
And then every night. And then they saw what we were doing to try to help alleviate the pressure on them. Mm-hmm. And to what you said, like, then they were like, we got to step up. And they took it personal. They took it personal in the sense of like, we got to go out here, go shut these guys down because these guys are out here busting their ass to get runs to help us out. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things to where, as a bullpen, you got to take it personal. You got to come in there and you got to be like, hey, that guy was working hard. These guys have been working hard. We've got to do our part. We got to shut these guys down. And
I saw the other day, in more than 3 years, I was waiting to see who was going to go out there and play a true game, like back in my days. Mm. And I saw San Diego and the Dodgers go at it. And we were doing that game.
That was a good one.
And I was like, God, they have hit San Diego 57 times.
Yeah.
And San Diego has only retaliated
like 5.
No, it was like probably 19 or 20 times. Mm-hmm. A Dodger player had been hit, and my team has been hit 57 times. Right. I said, when are these guys going to realize Fernando is getting plunked? Yeah. Boom, boom, and nothing is happening. I'm like mad. Machado's pissed. Everybody's pissed. And the Dodgers kept hitting Fernando Tatis. Now, finally, we saw one of those starters go after Ohtani. Yep. Boom. They retaliated again and hit Tatis again. Well, they went back and hit Ohtani again.
Mm-hmm. That's when Ohtani was like, don't worry about it. Right. He understood what was, everybody knew what was going on. Even Ohtani, he handled that like a G. Right. He was like, I know what's happening, but look, we good. We're good. But almost like our days, like, don't worry about it. Right. We still play them.
Right.
And I got a pitch.
Right.
So they're hitting me, and I got 100 in my back pocket, and I got to see them. And I loved it.
We're good. We're good for the day. We're good for the day. But when we see you in 2 weeks,
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Edge. I have to give credit to the umpires. Mm-hmm. They allowed them to play the game. Yeah. They allowed them to be angry at each other. And there wasn't any fights.
No. So, Pedro, we have a portion of the show where we like to talk about rituals. So we like to call this our banana boat ritual segment of the show. And basically, you know, we all have our things, our routines, anything that you do to get ready for the game. What were your rituals? What were your game day like hijinks? What did you do to prepare for the days that you would start? And did you do anything kind of weird or
A lot.
out of the normal?
A lot that people didn't know.
Well, please.
First of all,
please let us know, Pedro.
I wanted to sleep in, like always. Wake up right around 10:30, 11. And I continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just stay quiet the entire morning, do a little prayer or listen to Christian music, and then just go to my garden, clip my roses before every game. I'll clip my roses. I'll get into that zone where I'll just be by myself, my little sisters, clip the flowers, clean my roses, clean the leaves, and then I'll go eat a light meal. And then I wouldn't talk. I just go quiet in my car, whether my cousin was driving or I was driving, whoever, but I wouldn't say anything. And I'll just get to my locker, put everything together, kind of zoom in what I wanted to do. Didn't leave my locker whatsoever. I'll just get everything ready, prepared, until it was about time to go warm up my body, because I did my routine every single time the same way. Not that I was superstitious or anything like that, but I had my gamers for game and my practice routine and my workout clothes, but the game clothes was set in one specific area, and nobody could touch it. The way I placed my hat, the way I placed my cleats, the way I left everything set in order for me to just grab them and put them on for the game. But the main routine for me was go clip my flowers and then not talk. Just go do.
And everybody knows Pedro loves to talk. So that he's locked in. Yeah. And I love the fact that you talk about your garden, because you love gardening.
Yeah,
I think that's a fun fact. Obviously, I get to know you. We talk a lot. No one would ever put Pedro in a garden, clipping his roses, watch him get eaten by deer sometimes, and really taking care of nature. You ground all the time. You love being out on the water. You fish all the time. Where did that passion come from?
My mom. When I was a kid, I used to be a snapper. Like I was quick to fight. My mom somehow figured that by getting me to the garden to do something will make me calm down from the rage I had, the anger I had. So my mom would just go, because my mom is my best friend. And she was like, come here, help me do this. Since she knew I wasn't going to do anything else but what she told me, she'd go, here, grab the scissors, clip the little leaves on the roses. My mom is a gardener as well. And she taught me how to do that. And before I knew it, I was like totally calm. And all the anger that I was feeling, whether it was towards my brother, my cousin, whoever.
You're the youngest, right, Pedro?
No, I'm second to youngest.
Second to youngest.
Yeah.
So he got picked on. Right. He got picked on.
I got picked a lot, especially my big brother Ramon. And I was always moving. I was always on the move. And my brother didn't like that. My brother was always a quiet person. And I was the total opposite. And he didn't like that. And I would just go grab anybody and just move. So I got it hard from my older brother. But I'm glad my mom figured out that I could get to the garden and just calm down from everything. And also my concentration level. By being in the garden and taking care of the roses, I kept my concentration like intact. There was nothing that I could mix with my day to pitch. It was just my routine. And I did everything I had to do in the previous 4 days. 5th day, there was no talking. There was no phones, no presents, whatsoever of anybody until I finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that routine started when I went to my garden. As soon as I went to my garden, there's nothing more important than my game. That's why I didn't talk. I didn't allow anybody to give me a phone or a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Just be game, and that's it. The little eating that I needed, a little light, because I wanted to feel light when I went to pitch, but nothing more important than my game. And everything started in the garden. That was my space to be alone, to be thinking about what I wanted to do in the game.
I love that.
Go figure that.
That's so dope. That's so dope. Because like even when you got to the field that day, would you have a conversation either going over with like Veritek and the pitching coach like prior to?
No.
You had already done that within the previous 4 days. So they knew that was the routine. So it's like nobody come say anything to me.
Exactly. Nobody would get near my locker either. Everybody knew that I was just zoomed in to the game. But I did my work. Before I faced the team I was going to face, I already knew.
You already knew. That's the routine. That's the study. That's the tapes.
I was in the tapes. I was watching the team. I was watching their batting practice. Sometimes running.
Mm-hmm.
I was just sneaking.
A little sniper.
Right.
That's in the bushes. He was in the bushes.
Taking mental notes.
And I'll take the corner and dugout and watch their entire BP. Just watching who was taking hacks, who was hitting the ball far, who had problems with the ball in, who had problems hitting the ball to right field. And then I'll go to the videos. Find someone that was similar to me, facing them.
That's probably a difficult task, though, huh?
Exactly.
Somebody similar to you. That's probably a difficult task. No, it's okay, Pedro. You were great.
I remember watching Hudson a lot.
Oh,
Team Hudson.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when I saw what he did, and if he faced Philly before I faced Philly, I'll go watch him. See, not that I was going to do what he did.
But just the way he operated. Yes. He pitched.
What you struggle with, what you
how
struggle
he was
with.
exposing people.
Yes, he would.
And then I'll go watch your BP, boy, and I'll be all over you. Exactly what the hitting coach was working on you. If you had a problem pulling the ball, I was going to go exactly explore that.
And that's what makes him great. Pedro, so I want to talk about a couple things.
What Jimbo Limbo?
I want to talk about a couple things. We signed you in 2009. And, before you get to the big leagues, you're down there getting your arm strength back. And we all know what's happening. We're waiting. Honestly, we probably felt you were about a month too late. It was great, but we wanted you. It's like, what are we doing? Like, he doesn't need to be down there. Anyhow, you finally are making your way into the clubhouse in Philadelphia. And you don't have the right colors.
Oh, Jimmy. You did.
You come in and I see all these Mets colors. And I'm like, the first thing in my mind is like, okay, well, it's Pedro. You can't just get at Pedro like that.
Jimmy, you were like me when I was a kid beside Ramon. Jimmy was all over. Gee whiz, I didn't know you were such a rebel.
Yeah, I guess we got that similarly. But you came in and you had all these Mets colors, and like the first thing in my mind is like, well, it's Pedro. Like, you can't get at Pedro like that.
Right.
And then it was like, hold on, this is our clubhouse. And you found out it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, how much money you make, anybody can get it. And I didn't know he had these special cleats. I know they were special made. All I knew was they were the wrong color. Pedro, you take it from there.
Oh, Mr. Jimmy Rollins took my cleats. Those were special made because I needed it for an injury. And I don't find my cleats. And I have to go throw on the side because I'm about to get my first start with Philly. but I haven't received new cleats.
Right.
But those were custom made, special made because I had an injury. When I turn around and I go to the clubby and I go, hey, listen, I left a pair of cleats here. I got to go throw on the side. Well, are these the ones? Jimmy took spray paint, red, and painted my cleats.
I remember that.
Red.
I remember that because it was in the back room by the laundry room. And I went in, I was like, why do I
Everybody
smell
thought I was
spray
going to get
paint?
mad, and I just started laughing. I said, who had the idea? But at least paint the thing right.
Exactly. They were
But
horrible.
Jimmy covered everything. He just left me with a couple of cleats that were totally red. They
Yep.
were made by Nike.
Yep.
And you didn't see Nike anywhere. Anywhere, Jimmy.
And at that moment, I was like, Pedro, all right with us.
Yeah.
You know, like it was just like you. It's Pedro. You know his reputation. You've seen him drill guys. You know he's a big kid also. But like you said, this is a game. This is your game equipment.
Right.
I'm like, I can't let you one. Like you just everybody out here clean. We got clean, customized cleats. I can't let you go out there no black.
You know what
cleats.
the good thing?
So no matter
Right.
what they look like on TV, they're going to be red.
Yeah.
And it worked out. I mean, once I did that with Pedro, it was like it was all good. And he came in with his Mets shower bag. I'm like, here we go again. Hey, killer. Hey, get him a Phillies bag.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
take that. I'm like, we can't have that energy in there. And he was like, Jimbo, this what? I didn't know it was in there. I just opened up my bag and it was here. I'm like, I got you, Pedro.
Right.
And he
We're gonna
fit
get
right
you
on
correct.
in. And I think he only lost one game, maybe 2 games, one game.
Yeah.
One game.
5-1. But we
5-1,
won.
yeah.
And a lot of rainouts. Jamie Moyer
Yeah.
picked up about 3 or 4
I
year
let-
wins on some
yeah.
rainouts.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time in Philly. But the good thing about my cleats was I took them. And I went right back to throw my bullpen with my totally red.
Yeah.
Not
He was
even-
you
not
know what it
even-
was? He was saving you from that fine because remember our cleats
Yeah,
had
it
to
had to be
be
51%.
like 51% like
red with the home color.
Or what? So see, he
Yeah.
was saving you.
See,
he was
I'm
keeping
looking
money
out
in
for
your
you.
pocket.
You feel me?
You got me,
That's
Jimmy.
He kept
what
money in your
teammates do.
pocket.
That's what teammates
That's
do.
it. That's it. Always looking out.
Always looking.
Always.
But you know
Always.
what, Jimmy? I probably found myself out of baseball after Philly because I was supposed to go back to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I let go on 3 teams to just stay with Philly. And Ruben told me he had a deal. He had spoken to my agent that he had a deal for 1 more year with Philly. And I wanted to go back to Philly. And at the end of the day, last day, they went and got Holiday,
Mm-hmm.
Doc Holiday, in a trade and left me hanging. And I decided to just hold off on playing. And I ended up retiring after the World Series because Ruben left me waiting for Philly to bring me back. And I let go on 3 teams, including for 2 years.
Mm.
I had 2 other teams offering 2 years. I said, no, I'm going back to Philly. Then I had the other team, which was Miami, offering 1 year. Even though Miami is my home, I decided to put them aside to go with Philly. And I was left waiting. And that led to me retiring because I wanted to play. If it wasn't for Philly, I wanted to go back to Boston, but Boston had no offer for me. So I ended up retiring because I didn't go back to Philly. And I decided to take some time off.
Yeah.
And that's when everything just settled. I went away with my wife. I went away with the kids. And I kind of like it
Yeah.
until now.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it now.
Yeah. Hey, but that's
But that
That's the
it's sad
business.
because
That's
I
the
wanted
business.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be in Philly so bad that I let go on the other teams. And that's the only thing I can appreciate about Ruben. He should have been honest or let me know on time so that I could go to another team. But that's the only sour taste that I have from Philly was that I was left with no job, waiting for Philly. And it's nobody's fault, but
That's
it's the business.
Yeah,
It's the
it's
business part of
business.
it.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
the
ugly.
business.
It's
Yeah,
ugly.
it
I
is.
always say that.
Yeah, it can be that way. Well, we loved you in Philly, bro.
I know that they love me, and I love them too.
Yeah.
I got my nickname.
Tell us about that.
Pedro.
I was
In the
just
world,
hearing
it
this
was-
for
it
the
was
first
09
time.
World
Hey,
Series.
you had nicknames for everybody. Start with this one. What was the story? Because I was like, that's how it happened. I just came in one day. It was like, that's Big Sexy. I'm like, all right, well, that's Big Sexy.
Right.
How did that?
It was funny.
Tell us about
dude.
Big Sexy.
Yeah.
Listen, me and Big Sexy were always talking. We were always. And one day, I see Big Sexy getting dressed and this and that. And I saw a funny pair of underwear.
Were they dun-dun-duns? They say boxers?
No, they were just underwear.
Just undies, okay.
But they were sexy. They were sexy. And I said, hey, look at you. You're Big Sexy now, huh? You're Big Sexy now.
That's how it started.
I'm like, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Yeah.
What were the underwear, Rye?
They were just like these red boxers that I had on.
No,
like
no,
these
no,
boxer
no,
briefs.
no.
They were like these boxer
What
briefs.
the
or
other
whatever.
ones that you got that were like leopard?
Oh yeah,
Leopard?
Yeah, it was something.
And he
Yeah,
started-
they had some kind of like crazy
Right.
Print on
design.
them,
They
bro?
had some kind of print on them. Yeah,
Animal print?
yeah,
Listen.
It worked.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
It
He
works.
got hot.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. I said, Big Sexy, put them on. Put them on. So I forced him to put those animal print kind of underwear every time. And when I was going to pitch,
You made
Sexy.
sure. Big Sexy.
He's like, hey,
make sure.
Big Sexy. He's like, you all set? It's
Yeah.
like, I'm good, P.
All right, all
I'm
right.
good, bro.
That's
Okay,
that's how
let's
I
go.
nicknamed him Big Sexy.
That's
because
crazy.
I saw the underwear and I started making fun of it. And then all of a sudden he got hot with those underwear. I said, hey, don't change a thing. Put them on.
Now, what about Chase? Bam Bam.
Bam, bam.
Mm.
Snapper. Snapper. I don't know if you've seen, there were some cartoons.
Yeah,
That-
Flintstones.
Yeah, the Flintstones, yeah.
Bam, bang. Bam, bang. And he was always snapping.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Hey,
So I called him Bam, bang.
them helmets and bat racks had no chance.
Oh, man. Bam, bam. I said, Bam, bam. You mad? bam, bam. Then I'll go, Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Pedro, you crazy, man. You crazy.
And that's when you know you won with Chase.
That's what you know.
That's when
Yeah.
you know when you're like, you know what,
Yep.
you're right.
You know
That's-
what, yep.
You break Chase. He's not going to smile. He's not going to admit it. He's just going to say something. It's like, all right, we good. Who else was it? J-Dub. You have something for J-Dub, right?
Huh?
Jason
Jason-
Word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jason
Don
Word.
Julio.
Don Julio.
Don Julio.
I guess that's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Right.
Don Julio, he started with that big bottle of
42.
tequila. Yeah, 42. And he would go all over the plane. And I was always like in the sleepy mode. And he goes, Pedro, here, have some Don Julio. I'm like, here. So I drink. He's like, yeah. So every time he walk in the plane and I saw him like back there, I go, Don Julio,
Straight up.
Don Julio.
Straight up.
That's what's up.
Pedro, come down here. We became really good friends. I love Don Julio.
No doubt.
And Bam Bam. Bam Bam was my video mate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because we
a lot of
would
time.
both be looking for things. And he also wanted info on
Yep.
some of the things I saw.
Mhm.
Because I could also pick up. And especially if you allow me to see the sequence,
Yeah.
I'll tell you
exactly
exactly how they're gonna work you
Yeah.
the entire night. And Bam Bam wanted to know
Mhm.
what's he trying to do with me? And I said, hey, this is this and this, and he's saving this for later for you. So you look and sometimes you'll find them.
Mhm.
Bam Bam will find them and hit them too. If Bam Bam knew what was coming,
Oh yeah.
you would
Oh, it's
dead meat.
over. It was over.
Pedro, to wrap things up, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the WBC. And you made a post the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a Dominican jersey, right?
Huh?
You're rocking a Dominican jersey.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, because we know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, I know what it means in the WBC form to represent your country. You've done it your entire life, coming to a foreign country, not knowing the language, becoming one of the greatest ever from this small island, cut in half with another country of Haiti. And now we get to specifically not only represent who we are as people, but our own nation, the pride that comes with that. You represented Pedro Martínez, you represented the DR, you represented Boston. Now, as a Dominican player or a U.S. player or Asian player, you can represent your specific country and the pride that comes with that.
Yes.
Talk to us about that and the players that will be playing in the WBC, what it means to come from a small country and make it in the big leagues.
Well, first of all, it's a very unique feeling, Jimmy, to be looked at as a hero, as a a sense of pride. It's a huge commitment. If the young generation of players will understand that it's not just baseball. It's what you represent. It's I think that the reason why the players out of the Dominican feel like more committed to doing or represent the Dominican is because only who lived in the Dominican understand really what you have to go through to make it. It's not just a simple player. It's one of the best players that you're gonna probably choose to go represent the Dominican Republic, but it doesn't stop there. You represent the hunger. You represent the minority, the ones that don't have anything, because the majority of us didn't have anything. And through baseball, and the grace of God, we happen to make it. And then you're going to represent everyone out there that probably held a dream to become a baseball player. And it goes beyond what we do in the field. It's who you represent and why. Most of us are coming from families that are really poor. And just like us, every kid that you see in the streets or in the backyard is dreaming to one day have the opportunity to represent your country. So for us, it's not just baseball, it's pride, it's who you represent when you take the field. And the majority of the people in the Dominican, the wealthy ones don't play baseball. They don't take the amount of work that we have to put in being wealthy. Why would I go through so much struggle if I have money? The poor ones, those are the ones that we represent. And that's why it's so important for us. Plus, pound per pound, Dominican Republic produces more players than any other country. Why? Because it's probably the easiest way out to a better life, to improve your family, and at the same time, have a clean life. Something that you don't have to worry about where the money that Rhino made is coming from. It's your own abilities. It's your own body that you're sacrificing to make that money. And not only that, you're going to improve your family in the cleanest and easiest way. It's sacrificing your body. That's all. And we all do it with pride because we know what it's like to struggle and not have anything. Now, when you struggle physically and you're making money, it's a different feel. But if you're struggling in the Dominican and you haven't moved your family, you haven't done anything, and the food is not on the table, man, that's pressure.
Yeah.
That is pressure, Jimmy. That's why we do it with so much pride. And I hope that the players are aware of what they need to do because they represent every one of us. I did it once, and man, I felt like I wanted to carry the country with me. I did it right, but we ended up losing to the Netherlands. But I all 6 innings that I pitched, thanks to God, I did it like I wanted to do it.
Okay, let's take it out. That was good, brother.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. Blessed.
That was powerful.
Sir, take us out, Rod. Take us out.
That is
Blessings to you. Blessings to the fan base that you guys have. And I'm extremely proud to spend this time with you guys.
Well, Petey, man, thank you again for taking the time and coming out and blessing us with your presence, with your stories, man, as always. Just a great human being. You can sense it. Like, there's not a lot of genuine people, and you can sense like your genuine passion, your love. Like, I love the flower story. Dope. Because you could look at that in so many different ways, to where it's like you get into a serene feel, to where it's like, okay, I'm not focused yet on the game, right? This is what gets me locked in. And I was like, man, that's deep. That's really, really deep. So I thank you for sharing that with us, with our fans here at 611. And with that, that's
a wrap.
Hall of Famer Pedro Martínez.
Yes, sir.
Last man win back-to-back Cy Youngs. My colleague every Tuesday. Catch us on the opener and the closer. We have a lot of fun. You don't want to miss Pedro's story. Sometimes we go at it, but it's all for show. It's all for show. Pedro, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you jumped on this. I know you've been asking me. He was on me about it. I'm like, Pedro, you want to come on? He's like, yeah, Jimbo the Dragon. When you gonna have me on? I'm like, Pedro, we working on it. So I'm glad we got, and it was perfect timing. It was perfect timing.
It's always comfortable to be around you guys. It's always refreshing because, hey, this is my comfort zone. I hear my teammates. Every time I can be around the players, I'm a happy camper.
Sure.
My players and my garden.
Yeah, there it is.